All right, so ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be talking about AI multimedia, right? Multi, means more than one. It's as simple as that. It shows that you can combine more than one media. Print is a media, audio, visual, and all that. So AI multimedia is simple, AI multimedia, using artificial intelligence tools. Okay, remember this class is about tools and application. Multimedia tools to create, edit, and enhance. That's what we do. Create is the process of generating something that is not there. Editing is the process of enhancing something that is already there. Okay, and enhancing as well. Sometimes you can be used to automate multimedia content, such as number one is video. Number two is images. Okay. Of course, audio, voice and music, animation. Today we are going to be looking at virtual characters. We are going to now go back and spiral around into videos, images, audio and everything. But we are not really professional video editors. We might have to start using things like Adobe Premiere Pro, images, Photoshop, right? Audio, a lot of people use Fruity Loops and all that. So they are already tools existing for this thing. But we are now having a kind of new tool that helps us to bring some of these things together. For instance, OpenArt, has a lot of features. I was trying to demonstrate OpenArt the other time. I'm not going to use it today for obvious reasons. OpenArt requires some credits, you have to pay. It didn't allow me to explore all that I wanted to explore. So I kind of kept it aside because I think it gives you like 50 credit or something. Before you know, you just generate one or two images and you are done. It will ask you to go to the premium version. So I see that we might be having that kind of you know blocker. So today I'm going to be using another tool. And we're going to using Canva because Canva gives opportunity for people to actually add tools, just like custom GPT. There's Chat GPT and there are people that are developing custom GPT and everything. So Canva is a tool and they have opened their environment, their ecosystem for people to, do some of these things. So I think is a very good substitute for, but the concept is the same. I keep on saying if you can understand, how one tool works, if you understand the principle, you'll be able to kind of figure out or navigate around the other tools. Nobody, there are thousands of AI tools. I keep on repeating it, nobody will teach you everything. Okay. So the visual characters is what we're going to be, exploring today. Okay. Why characters and avatars? And these are something I just mentioned in the last class. Sometimes it can be very, very scalable video. It can lead to scalable video production. Okay. What do I mean by scalable? Volume, right? Um, it is limitless. Let me just put it, you can like I can create my own avatar. In the last class, you saw how I created like 6 versions of myself, one where I had bald head, like I don't have a hair at all. Like I decided to put afro. So your imagination, it is limitless. So it gives you the ability to scale. Before now, we are limited, first of all, if you want to advertise, for instance, maybe a product, makeup product or something, you have to pay a model, right? Right now, all you need to do is create, that virtual character, and that's what one thing that is reigning. And anybody that is learning AI too should be able to understand and use it. Okay, consistent brand presence. Now, I can create an avatar of myself, and I keep on reusing it like a trademark. And anytime you see me, you know that's Lawrence, okay? Sometimes people confuse avatar and character. I'm going to kind of break it down. When you talk about avatar, right? Most of the time, avatar is, of course, people have watched the movie. Okay, there's an avatar world, like a multiverse where there's a representation of a real thing, okay, in a virtual dimension. So avatar mostly are used, okay, for replicating a real life identity. So I can create my own avatar. So that's it. But virtual characters, most of the time, so, see, please don't use this thing. It's not really cast on stone, but you need to understand because people can use these things. And of course, there's no generalized place where there's a marking scheme for you to use specific things. But it's always good for you to understand the concept. Even if somebody uses it, you understand what is going on and you don't get confused. Please don't go around correcting people. It's not your job. Hear them out, filter what you need to filter, know the correcting. So avatar is mostly like you are using virtual representation of something that is real. That's avatar. Character, you can create a character that is fictitious. Okay. So some characters can be avatar, but not all avatars are characters. What I'm trying to say, like, we are going to create character in this class. But some people can use avatar. So please don't hung up on the term, but concentrate on understanding how these things work, right? So it equally helps. The next point here, it helps in human-like communication without cameras or actors. Yes. Okay, I'm going to show it here, right? We are going to demonstrate it in this class. I don't need to call a model. I can create, that virtual identity. I make it to do something. And another thing is that there's what they call lip syncing. So when you talk about multilingual and personalized content creation, you can actually translate something from there's AI that can translate from one language to another language, and the lip sync will equally adjust to the new language. If it is French, if it is Spanish and everything, the lip sync for English is not going to be the same. So you can see it gives us the flexibility of like limitless opportunities. That's one thing about AI, right? It is limitless. AI had been there, but how many times have you seen children dancing? So the question is it possible for children to have been dancing before now? Like, all these kids dancing different kinds of songs and imitating a character. Yes, the possibility has been there before now, but somebody discovered it and felt that this is going to trend and use it. So you need to be asking yourself now, what is there to discover? What haven't I seen? What can I push? You understand? And please, it is not only in video. This is just, of course, after now, we're going to go to productivity tools. Okay. We're going to go to productivity tools. You now begin to see that there are other things. Like before Christmas, we are talking about custom GPT for serious things and everything. So I'm taking all of us through the journey, you understand? So that you understand that there is a lot of possibilities in this area. So now sometimes the terminologies you use in creating these avatars are very, very important. Okay. I took this from Canva. Okay. There's what they call image styles. You need to understand it. Okay. You can see the terms that they are using for when you give a prompt, you can choose not to use any style. That's the first one you see here. It is none. Okay. So I'm taking time to explain this thing. It is non-exhaustive. You go to other tools, you see something like Pixar style and everything. But I want you to understand the concepts, right? I'm not just teaching tools. Okay, you need to understand the concept of what image styles, right? If it is smart, you see like a demonstration of what smart is. Cinematic concepts. Is it creative? Is it bouquet? Is it macro? Is it illustration? Is it 3D render? Is it cinematic? Is it fashion? Is it minimalistic? Is it moody? Is it portraits? Okay. Is it sketchy? And so, depending on the varieties, okay, if I go to the next one, you see how like you can put these things into buckets, right? So when you are creating this, you have at the back of your mind that you could have The first one is like cinematic and creative. Like cinema, when you are watching a movie, there's the way the lighting is done. It's different from the way the lighting is done in the photo studio. So movie like lighting, dramatic angle, depth, and realism. Okay. Now, cinematic concept, high-end film concept art. Sometimes it could be epic, imaginative visuals. Okay. Some of us, this whole AI thing, remember we started off by talking about large language model. So the operating system of human being is communication. I will communicate via words and language. So why this is very important is that the particular text is now an integral part of AI. So you need to be able to give the correct text, the prompting and all that. So if you need something to be cinematic, don't say let it be cartoonish. That's what we are trying to say here. Okay, you have creative, more artistic freedom, expressive and imaginative output. Then 3D render looks like high quality 3D model or animation render. Now, under the bucket of art and illustration. Now, art and illustration is cartoonish. Let me just put it that way, right? We have like hand-drawn. So when you are giving your prompt, you can say, give something, let it be a hand-drawn. You see that it will produce something that looks like a painting done by an artist. Sketch color. You say, okay, let it be pencil sketch and all that. Okay. So your words that you put in the prompting is equally very important. You can use black and white like monochrome. Okay. Then pop art, bright color, bold outline and all that. So for photography style, okay, you can say generate an image of a woman, blah, 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 blah. Let it be portrait. You see, that portrait you put there, okay, it changes everything. Very important. Okay. Stock photo. Stock photos are usually photos that photographer has cleaned up, they have actually edited, and people can actually buy licenses. And so you can equally put some of these. Example, you stock shorter stock. Okay, it's not like a photographer just moves around, snapping different things, editing it, cleaning it up, so that somebody can use it. Before AI, that was what programmers used, right? You can go to like Team Forest. There's another Envato, yeah, it's called Envato. So you can download some of these things and with the license, and you can use it. Okay. So you have macro, ray trace, fashion, and all that. Then mood and aesthetic. Now, these things can be used combined, right? You can take something from cinematic, but the mood is going to be dark because it is not all cinematic um, picture exposure or video shots that are always bright. There are some movies you're going to watch, everything is dark. There are some movies you're going to watch, most of them is bright and everything. So mood and aesthetics is very, very important. You could choose it to be moody, you could choose it to be vibrant. Bouquet is soft blur background, okay, something like that. So now there are other things that you can see fonts stylized, okay, Bakshi, retro, animated cartoon, and all that. Vintage is more like old school kind of, camera lenses have actually evolved over the years. So if you choose something like a vintage, it will kind of produce an image with the resolution that kind of depict that picture might have been taken, or maybe the video might have been taken in 19, it can give you black and white and everything. Vox art, bold, playful, stylized. So this again, let me mention, is really not exhaustive, right? So what we are going to do now is we are going to kind of create our own. And so I'm going to stop sharing, okay? And then I'm going to pull up my Canva and I'm going to take you just step by step. What we are going to do today is to create an avatar and just make it talk, okay? And we'll end the class. Then I'm going to give like a task. There are some pending things that we have not I'm going to give you a comprehensive task of image generation, because we have not given task, just wanted us to go for Christmas break and come back. So I'm going to be dropping another task before tomorrow morning, everybody, so that by Tuesday, okay, we would move over to the last part of multimedia, which has to do with voice, audio, singing, and all those kind of things. And with that, we'll close out the whole multimedia series. They'll move over to productivity tools and stuff like that. I'm going to be focusing on Notion. Anyway, that's by the way. So what we're going to do is, let me stop sharing, and then we are going to share the real Canva. This is not a PowerPoint presentation. It is best when it is actually witnessed. So give me a moment. All right, so we're going to be sharing. All right, so this is Canva. Okay, just confirm that the screen is visible. Can anyone confirm? I just need a voice response.
Yes, sir.
All right. So this is Canva. We have gone through Canva. We are not going to kind of repeat. If you want to know about Canva, you go to the previous video. So today we are going to be focusing on avatar. And so in Canva, like I said, Canva is the tool that has been there, right? But remember the title of our class, sorry, of this particular track is what? AI tools and applications. So there is a AI button in Canva. So we are going straight to that place. We're not going to be talking about Canva as a design tool. I've actually done that before. So yeah, because we are talking about AI, click on the AI tools, right? You see everything changes. Now, the first thing is that before you talk about, you need to create the character, right? You need to create the character. So you can create the character outside Canva. Please, I want you to understand. But the truth is, I want to use Canva to do everything so that it is easier for us to interact that way. I can use even WhatsApp to create a character. Okay. You can see that some of these things they are actually there for you to use. So whatever I'm going to do, I'm going to give me a moment. I am going to click on image. Okay, please, everybody, just pay attention. You can watch the video again. So when I click on the image, it will go to image mode. I think I've said this before now. Okay, if you want to get back to the general mode, you can click this X in the image. It will bring back every other thing. Okay, so we have talked about it. So we are going to create the image. So what are we trying to do? Okay, we are trying to create these if you remember last time, I created some these are, so it is storing, because this is my account, it keeps a record of all the images I've created. So this lady here is one of the image. I want to show you how we can create this image, right? So we are now in image. Again, you see two things here. I've mentioned styles. Okay, if you click on styles, you see everything I mentioned. So this is what I grabbed in our sharing with you guys. So I'm not going to use any style. You can see that none is selected here. Okay, none is selected here. Then you have resolution. Okay, you have this 16 by 19, blah 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 blah. Now you need to understand Okay, I am not going to teach that. Which particular dimension is used for TikTok? Which particular dimension is used for Instagram? Which particular dimension is used for YouTube and Facebook and all that? That's why we're having these options. So I'm going to maintain 16 by 19. Okay. Now, the question is, how do we create an image? So sometimes, remember in the last class, I talked about you can upload your own picture and it serves as an avatar, or you can use it as a character. But in this case, you can equally use prompts. So in this class, we are going to use prompts to generate our own. So you see this lady here, okay? I want to share with us what I used, okay? So if you check the chat, let me see if you can use WhatsApp with this prompt. I'm going to drop a prompt now in the chat of this call. So I don't want to I don't want to have I just want it to be fast. So where's the chat? Okay. Now you will see that most of those so what is going to happen now is I'm going to cut it into two. I think I'm going to cut it into two. Then I'm going to send it twice. I think Zoom has limited number of text. Okay. So now the question is, this is one thing we are going to learn. In fact, if creating of character is the only thing you learn today, I am very happy. Trust me, I'm really very happy. So let me just open another window, okay, and just say, please, what can you see? I want to ensure. What am I sharing now? Imola, help me out.
You can see your Google.
We can see
like
Google.
Okay, good. Okay, yeah, thank you. I just want to ensure that if I go to a new tab, it's still not showing the previous tab. Okay, this is good. So let's just play around something. Let me say image of a young black female professional in a podcast studio. So now this is normal Google search. Now I'm going to click on image. Let me see. Right? Okay. You can see these images, right? Now, assuming that this is the one I want, okay? Let me click on this. Is it bright enough? Good. Now, I am going to download this picture. I would like click and say save image. Okay. Just follow the logic. So I'm going to save this image to I'm just going to call it KC5X. KC5X image. Okay. I'm going to save it. Okay. Now let me open. Now, what am I trying to do, right? I am trying to follow the logic. I don't know the kind of prompt I will ever do to get something that is close to this. So the logic is that I'll get a picture that I like, and I'll now go to AI also to do reverse engineering. I'm going to ask AI, what kind of prompt can I use to generate this kind of image? So that's what I'm trying to do now. That's why I downloaded it. So what is going to happen is that I'm going to open my ChatGPT. Okay. I'm going to open my ChatGPT, right? You can see. Remember, in ChatGPT, you can upload what? A file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this, okay? Upload a photo. I'm going to find that particular photo, KodeCamp first image, and upload it. Now, the photo has been uploaded, right? Now, because I don't have all the technical language and everything, I'm going to what? Ask AI, which is ChatGPT. I'll say, give me a prompt that can be used to generate the uploaded image. Now, so I'm going to say, give me a prompt now. It's going to study the image, okay, and it's analyzing it, okay. Now it's going to give me, because I'm using ChatGPT 5.2. So what I'm trying to do is just give you an example of the one I shared with you on the chat now, how I came about. It's not something, I'm not a professional like this. Now you could see the terms that I used. Ultra realistic photo of a young black woman podcast host recording in a model studio, blah, 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 blah. There's another one, a young African. He gave me two. Okay. Let us use the first one. I'm going to select this, okay, and paste it in the chat. Okay. Network is winding on sharp. Martinez, is it my own? Can you hear me? Is it from me? I hope I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Okay, so check the chat now, right? So what I have done is I got a picture I liked. So I don't know how I can generate that picture, but I have to go back to ChatGPT. So ChatGPT I have dropped it on this thing, okay? So I'm going to go back to Canva now, okay? I'm going to go to Canva now. Let me see what Canva will give me. I'm going to paste that particular prompt, okay? And I'm going to say generate. Let me see what is going to generate from me. So we have to wait. Check WhatsApp. Anybody, check Copilot, check everywhere. Okay. So this thing is really very smart and mind-blowing. So imagine this is what I got. You understand? And this is what was generated, right? On Canva. You could see that this thing is really, really very, very smart. Okay, just words. Remember, prompting is everything. So now, anyone I want now, I can go with it. You understand? So let me choose this one. This one looks more beautiful. I click on it. You can see, now this is my own image. I can claim ownership of this image. It is my prompt that generated it. Okay, so I don't want to use somebody's image, but I use somebody's image to generate a prompt, and my prompt was able to generate this image. So this is perfect, right? Now, please, I'm using a paid version of what's it called? Canva. It's just 5,000 naira, so I think it's cheaper than the other one is $14 per month, man. Not don't worry, we'll get there. So I want people to drop on the chat what that prompt will able to. Let's make it interactive. Let me see, probably use WhatsApp, use Meta, Facebook, Copilot, whatever you can use, drop, let me see, the kind of image that you're able to generate. And please, I want people to go drop it on Discord so that you can wake up those that are still in holiday slumber. By the time they start seeing actions on the Discord, they will know that these people are back. And some of them might have to go and watch the video. So as you're posting it here, You can equally post it on Discord as well. Okay, so I am eagerly waiting. So what we're going to do now, okay? Now, any picture you choose eventually, the one you're going to use, what you need to do is you need to open, this is Canva, right? So I can use this image, right? All I need to do is to download it. Look at download button here, and I'll use it straightforward. But sometimes you might have to tweak some things a little bit. So I'll go to open in editor. So I'm going to open in editor. Editor is another window. It's going to sorry another tab, okay, of Canva. It's going to open up this tab, where you can edit the picture, you can do a lot of things, you can remove background, you can erase certain areas and everything. Okay. So this is what the editor looks like. So I want to use the opportunity to, treat editor and all that. So you could do a lot of things. I don't want to remove background. I think I'll maintain this background. You can flip the image. Okay. If you want it to be looking left to right, I can flip the image and all that. You can see. So there are a lot of things you can do. You can filter. There are different filters. Okay. You can use. You can put a shadow and stuff like that. So all these things, you can add a text to it, elements and all that. So here you can, work on the picture, right? Now, do I really want to work on the picture? Maybe, maybe not. Okay. Another thing, you can crop the picture as well. You can see the handle here. You can crop the picture, you can expand and all that. Okay. You can animate, but animation, we are not going to use the normal animation here. So what we're going to do now is to let's get right straight into it now. Okay. What we are going to do is let's download. So this is the image I have generated. So the job for this particular Canva is the image we are going to use, right? So this is what I could refer to as my virtual character today. I can give it a name, Ella. So for instance, I will, if you want to download, right? If you want to download, you can click on share, then it will bring out different options. So you can see download there. So I'll just download it, okay, and give it a name, right? You can click on download. So it has downloaded, okay, untitled design in bracket, what that's the name. Okay, now we have done that. The next thing we are going to do now is to now do our avatar, animate it to talk and all that. Okay, this is the person we are going to use. So while in Canva, right? Canva has its own animation, but there is if you look at this sidebar, you're going to see design elements, most of the thing we are talking about design. You can see the design, you have elements, you have text, different kinds of text. We have brand where you can put logos and stuff like that. Upload is all the photos and videos you have actually generated and uploaded. Just like we are going to do now. Tools and blah, blah, blah. Now, we are going to apps. Okay, here you see apps. You click on apps, right? You will see different apps. So these apps, right? I want you to understand it like custom GPT or gems in Gemini. So Canva has equally opened up. You can see the business model of the evolving technology is changing. There is cross-platform now. So Canva allows people that have. So we are going to the people that have different kind of tools and functionalities to upload it in their system. So there's one that we are going to use today, and it's called by 11 labs. So it's when you start typing, you're going to search, right? You're going to search for the the app here. I think it's D-ID. Yes. You see D-ID AI avatar. So that's the tool we are going to use. Now, if you are using it for the first time, remember this is not Canva. This is its own tool, okay, that has its API attached to Canva. So it might request you to what? Sign up, okay? If you have never used it before, it might request you to sign up. So I am clicking on it. I don't need to, maybe, let me check. So it's opening up. So here now, it is leaving, okay? That's this thing. So you have searched DI and avatar. So you can see that's the first one. D-ID AI avatars. So that's what we are going to. There, you can see there are a lot of tools here. That's the world we are living in. There is kind of, you can even see, of course, you remember you saw Canva on ChatGPT as one of the custom GPTs. So that's what we have now. So I'm going to click on this first one. It's now going to open that particular what app. So it is that app that we are going to now use to do our animation. Now, it's taking a bit of time, but it's going to open. Okay. Once it opens, you start work. Okay, it's opening. Okay, it's opening. All right. So we are going to upload. Remember, we created a video and downloaded it. Sorry, we created in this image that is here, we downloaded it. Now we are in DID. It is not Canva, so to say. So you need to upload the image that you have downloaded. I hope it's not confusing. So I'll click on upload here to find that image. This is the image. I'll say open. It's going to upload the image. The one I want to make talk, okay, is uploading it. So what it means is that I can equally have my own image, Lawrence's image. I can upload it here and then we'll do the same thing, right? Okay, see, the image has been uploaded. So when you upload it, please choose the image. The one that is selected here is not this one. I want to select this one, okay? Then I'll select this one. That's the image I want. Then begin to come down. If there are watermarks, you can remove, but there is none. Now, source, okay? We are going to use text, right? So text is already selected here. I don't want to go to audio. If you go to audio, you upload an audio, right? Like a music or something. But look at, we are going to use text. Text is simply, you type it and then the team will convert it to speech, right? So what will this lady say? I don't know yet. So let me go to ChatGPT, for instance, okay, and put a prompt there. I'll say a new chat, okay. Now, what will this lady say? I am doing this because I don't have any text, right? So sometimes if you're advertising a product, you might have had your text and all that. So it's as good as not, you don't have to do this. What I'm trying to say now, I need a text. So I will say, please, no, I say generate a an exciting welcome notes, welcome speech to be used by an avatar called um, Lisa. Let me just call it Lisa. Okay, the other is called Lisa. Okay. Generate an exciting welcome speech to be used by an avatar called Lisa to introduce KodeCamp 5.0 organized by Code House Solutions Planet Limited. Organized by Code House Solutions Planet Limited, stating the importance of technology education in the budding fourth industrial revolution. Okay, so generate an exciting welcome speech to be used by an avatar called Lisa to introduce CodeCamp 5.0. Okay, CodeCamp 4.0, an online, because I did not mention what it is, an online, what's it called now? An online tech tutorial, an online free, a free online, a free online tech training for young Africans. Tech training for young Africans, organized by Kuda Solutions Planet, stating the importance of, yes. So let's see the prompts. So that's what this guy is going to be speaking. Okay, I don't have an exciting this thing. So let me see. Hello, Africa, blah, blah, blah. My name is Lisa. This thing is long, oh. Jesus. Okay, can we make it shorter within 30 seconds? 30 seconds. How would you do that? Let me see. All right. So I'm going to copy this. Okay, I'm going to copy this and come back here. Remember how we left here? Like, we are going to put a text that this is going to talk about. So I'm going to drop it here. Okay, so this is the text. Hello, Africa. Let me remove this one before it causes a problem. I am Lisa. I'm excited to welcome you to CodeCamp 5.0, a free online tech training, proudly organized by Code Solutions Private Limited. We are in the era of fourth industrial revolution where technology is da. Okay, so now you will notice that there is a button here, insert a pause, 0.5 seconds. So if there is a place where you want to, you put your cursor there and insert a pause. So I can put it here at the end of this paragraph and insert a pause. I can put it at the end of this paragraph and insert a pause. So this is just something I'm doing randomly just to show you how it works. Okay. Now, when I'm done, okay, I will now come down. I'm still scrolling down. So look at the voice, okay? You can see Ava multilingual, English, blah, blah, blah. There is a lot of them. So I want you to click on, when you come to this point, you click on see all, right? If you click on see all, you can see we are in English. If I want to go to French, that's what we're talking about, multilingual. So I'm going to maintain English here. And which English? United States, right? Is it Nigeria and everything? Let me choose Nigeria. Okay. Ezinne and Abiho. So under Nigeria, there's an Ezinne. Okay, let me choose Ezinne. Ezinne is the female. So I'm going to choose Ezinne. Okay. And then I will click on use voice. So when you select Ezinne, you select what? Use the voice. Now, Ezinne's voice will be used. It has been selected. Is there any other thing? Blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to generate, I think we are, we can't wait for the main meal. So when you are done, you're going to generate presenter, right? So I've uploaded the image, I've chosen the image and all that. I've given them what to say, and I'll now generate presenter. So I don't know how long it's going to take. It's going to be fast, sharp. Hang tight as we bring your presenter to life. So I'm going to stop recording, stop presenting and present again with audio so that we can hear the audio right away. So, oh, nice. Okay, I'm seeing what you guys are dropping. Emmanuel, well done. Emmanuel, what did you use? Ariemu, what did you use? Hello? Martinez used Copilot. Wow, interesting. Afokogene used the Gemini. Interesting. Emmanuel used Meta as well. Interesting. So you guys can see, man, this is really the world has changed. Trust me. Things are very easy these days. Thank you. Ujunwa ChatGPT. Okay, interesting. Nice one. Your own, you did not upload the Ujunwa. All right, so now you could see if you check the chat to see what people uploaded, generated. So our video is done. So I'm going to share again now. Someone is asking for the prompt again. Okay, yeah, it's still on the. Let me send it again. So if you check the chat, you see it's somewhere. All right, so I'm going to share my screen again. This time around, I'll share with sound. Okay, so I'm sharing. So this is the video now. Okay, see the video I generated. It has finished generating. So you can see that the DI something, this thing is there. They want me to pay for it. So they put their, what's it called, watermark all over the place, right? So let me see, and let's listen to what we generated.
Hello, Africa. I'm Liza, and I'm excited to welcome you to KodeCamp 5.0, a free online tech training proudly organized by Code Solutions Planet Limited. We are in the era of the fourth industrial revolution, where technology is shaping how we work, live, and compete globally. Today, skills matter more than location, and Africa's greatest asset, its youth, must be empowered with the right digital tools. KodeCamp 5.0 exists to give you access, confidence, and practical tech skills to build the future you deserve. This is more than a training, It's a launchpad. Learn boldly. Build fearlessly. Welcome to KodeCamp 5.0, where Africa's digital future begins with you.
This one is talking like South Africa. This cannot be using Nebiko. This one cannot be using there. So what does this tell you now? That I can reach out to D-ID and tell them that we know that what you put here is a dummy, like a placeholder. They have generalized us, single story, like everybody sounding like South Africa. This sound more like South Africa or Ghanaian self, not Nigeria. This cannot be using them. So we can ask, okay, probably can we help you? We'll get probably, this is what we call AI research. If you can help them in that aspect, knowing that a lot of Nigerians might be able to use. So you can see that this thing, the knowledge of AI goes beyond just, using the tools and everything. You see, in this class now, I have discovered that, man, this one they call Ezinel's voice is not Ezinel's voice. This is not how Ezinel will talk. Okay. I just wanted to test it, but it's sounding like South Africa. Okay. So, well, now we have the video, right? We have the video. So you see in this Canva, it drops everything on the canvas when you are actually, so I can click on the picture. I'm done with the picture. I have it already. I've downloaded it. I can click on it and just delete it. So I'll have only the video. So when I click on the video, I can now download this video. Okay, I click on share. I will now download this video. Okay, download. I will share it on Discord. I'll share it on Discord. Just give me a minute. It's downloading. Okay, so this is I've downloaded the video. Okay, so let me see if I can attach it to. Yeah, Emmanuel, thank you for uploading this on Discord. Okay, I've uploaded the video on Discord. Okay, so that's it. One thing, let me just touch one thing before we end today. So there is another tool here. Okay, you can see Magic Media. Magic Media is another app. You can see when you click on it, it gives you this, right? is another app for generating image. If you don't want to use general Canva, you can generate image here, right? If you check, let me use the prompts. Martinez says in there is not name at all. Oh, me, that one is not using that I know. That is in there is his voice of Jacob and the skin of his meeting. Ah. That is in there, Sha. They need to give it another name. So what I'm saying is that here you can you can paste the same prompt here and you can choose a style. Okay. It gives you opportunity to choose a style. So this is they call it magic media, right? So what style will I choose? Let me just choose this one. Okay. And I will now generate the image. So, many ways to kill it. This AI something, they are giving us more than we actually want. Look at this one, beautiful, beautiful. Look at the smile. And then, you can check this thing, whether it's a square portrait and everything. Let me take it a square. You can see anyone that I want the same thing. I'll click on this and go to what you can equally generate more like this. But I'm not interested. I'll just click on it. Okay. Uh-huh. I'll bring it here. I'm done with the video. I've downloaded it. I can delete the video. Look at this one. This one makes sense. This one makes sense. Let me be sure. Download. Okay. So now what we are going to do, I want you guys to download this concept and then we are going to see this one really looks like isn't it? Really, this one looks like isn't it? Yes, I like this. I like so if you are not comfortable with normal, so there's what they call magic media, right? With the same prompt, it gives you entirely different vibes. So I had to touch it. If you click on magic media, you see the same prompts. Can we use a real photo and edit it to what? Of course, now those ones will come later. So today is just generating an avatar. We are going to look at using real photos. You have seen where Donald Trump is dancing. You have seen where Tinubu and all that. You can edit it to what you want. Yes, I've forgotten. The answer is yes. We're going to. That's the next thing. That's how we're going to conclude this. You can use your own. I think we are going to be using. I'm going to be using my own image to do the various things. So you can get it done. So I am going to stop here. I don't want to go too much into this. You just go play around it. You can see that everything is all about prompting. You can see what prompting did. Just imagine where we started and this is where we are now. So man, and this is like my own, like it's my own, and I can claim it, you know, because it's a picture I generated myself. So you can imagine. So we are going to stop here today. See you guys on Tuesday, but I'm going to drop a simple task that we're going to do to show that we are following. Because all these things, if you don't do tasks, you might as well be just playing about. So we need to prove that we understood what is going on in the class. So we are going to take an early closure today, and then I want to take out time to generate the tasks. I've not actually been able to do that, so that's what I'm going to be doing next. So thanks everyone. We are going to do more interesting things. We have not even scratched the surface. And then of course, we are not going to dwell here forever. We are going to move on to other things. Yeah. So Imole, I think we are going to let me stop sharing. I'm going to end it here. Please,
All
what
right,
are
sir.
we in around with? I just arrived. I am sorry for joining late. Martha, what we're trying to say is that we can turn any picture to do whatever we want to do. To picture that's playing around. You can see the last question. Today, what we did, you're just joining, we generated from scratch using prompts the image you are looking at. Okay, I'll stop sharing. So let me share again. So the image you are looking at on the screen was generated and we made it stock. We gave it something to say and everything. So I'm saying playing around is now bringing in more characters, to do one or two. So that's it. Some people are sharing what they did on Discord also, so that we can. Thank you, Imole. I think we can end it here.
All right, sir.